for the manager.
Yeah.
Well, was he going to get it?
Chris Calvin's pass is complete, number 28. Hit ball. Number 20, Jason. First down. First down is pass.
Try pot 7, punch up the green button, go up the red one. Yeah, okay, this is... do you want to send me butters, please? Yeah, I want to see... punch up 9. Yeah, we'll do that. Here's what we're talking about. Okay. So you want to check them out. camera, watch the camera. Weyburn camera to be the key. So the cameras and we also have
Number 31, Doug Lawrence. Number 20, Doug Lawrence, that's our down on the 18-yard line.
We're not ready for prime time football answers. Hold on. See it, it's dark. See me? See what's wrong with the ball? Do you know what happened last time? Last time these two teams?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Three points a game offers to no games.
We're all black.
Well, usually in Tennessee there's a lot of rock. I've never been